As uneventful as this chapter was, I appreciate it for what it was. While not immediately impressed by chapter 100, I feel like that was the point, as well as something for future reference of the friendship that will grow between Asa and Yuko. My second read-through of the chapter, I took my time, and I enjoyed it a bit more. It really helps that Fujimoto's writing is a blistering pace, followed by a few character-building chapters that slow things down. This chapter follows pretty closely after chapter 99, with our trio in search of devils within the school, mentioning that supposedly devils sometimes live in unused classrooms because the school is so big. Then we get introductions. The short-haired girl is named Yuko. We get confirmation that the guy is in fact Yoshida Hirofumi. I had no doubt, but I saw quite a bit of it going around in regards to who he was. Asa is showing her embarrassment of being teamed up with Yoshida, mentioning that she wasn't even the one to ask him out. Yuko asks Asa if she likes Chainsaw Man, and Asa answers with, as much as the average person. Small character moment, but it shows that Asa doesn't really like sticking out. Even though she doesn't like Chainsaw Man, she's willing to give a roundabout answer in order to avoid confrontation. I think this is going to play extremely well into the dynamic between Asa and the War Devil. Asa then walks past a few girls from her class, the girls chastising Asa for trying to find a boyfriend so soon after what she did, in reference to Asa falling on Bucky. May he rest in peace. Asa is visibly disturbed by this as she decides to leave, saying she has something to do. Oh, God, my throat's itchy. As she goes to grab her shoes, she realizes that someone has dumped raw chicken on them. Yuko close behind, asking if she's okay. Asa only able to repeat that she's fine, walking outside in just her socks, heading home. The War Devil tells her not to walk shoeless because their feet hurt, and that bullying is a normal part of society, with Asa still repeating that she is fine. Yuko appears exclaiming that Asa is not fine and gives her one of her shoes. Asa tries to give it back, but Yuko runs away, taunting her to come give it back to her. So a chase begins with them both wearing one shoe, groaning in pain as they run down the street. They reach Yuko's home and she invites Asa in. Asa tells her no, and Yuko gives her her other shoe so that both of her feet can be protected on her way home. Asa refuses, but Yuko insists, saying that she can sell them or throw them away. We then change scenes to Asa walking home with the shoes on, and the War Devil asks, should we go sell those? With Asa responding, are you an idiot? And that's the end of the chapter. As I said, it's really slow, and not too much happens, but that's a perfect setting for character building. We learn more about Asa being non-confrontational, which is a change from chapter 98, where she didn't hesitate to tell the class president that she didn't like Chainsaw Man and her view on the world. Or maybe she was just more open because the class president was someone she knew. We get to see the start of Yuko and Asa's friendship, which, if we know anything about Fujimoto, it's that he basically just confirmed Yuko is going to die at some point. We also get to further see Asa's current dynamic in school and her learning to rely on other people. These are all building to some point that I think is going to be fantastic. I'm actually happy right now that Fujimoto is taking his time. It just means that when things start popping off, we're going to have a lot to discuss going on behind the scenes. But for now, that's really all there is to this chapter. It was a nice slow burn that took me a second read through to really appreciate.